Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for checking out this video. In today's video, I want to share the process of making this drawing. I was working on this earlier today and I used a combination of gesture drawing and contour drawing throughout. Now it might seem like you should know detailed anatomy first in order to make a complex or even a compelling figure drawing, and you can, but I wanted to tell you that it's not essential. In this video, I want to give you 3 reasons why I think this approach is so powerful in your drawing practice. By the way, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Siobhan, and my goal here is to make this channel a resource for figure drawing students or anyone interested in learning how to draw, especially if you want to learn gesture drawing and a dynamic and expressive approach to drawing the figure. So I share videos about techniques for figure drawing, and I tend to focus specifically on gesture and contour as an overall dynamic approach. And by that I mean an approach that uses mark making and observation over and above breaking down anatomy or a step-by-step system or an academic approach. Alright, so on to today's video. Check the link in the description below. You can see the exact pose that I'm drawing. You can pull it up if you like and draw along with me. And for this drawing, I'm working with Willow charcoal on Fabriano paper. So when you combine gesture drawing and contour drawing, you're really using your drawing process itself to figure out or understand the pose, because both techniques are very closely linked to the process of drawing. For example, you could start out with a gesture and find the pose on the page, and that in itself can work as a wonderful starting point or foundation for a longer drawing. You don't really have to use complex construction lines or simplified cubes and ovals. With gesture, you're simply using the charcoal to find the movement of the figure and to map it out for yourself on the page. And once that's in place, then if you wanted to dial into the details of the figure and get, some more of that anatomy correct, you can use a contour line to simply draw the shape that you see throughout the figure. So most people will tell you that you need to rely on, let's say proper anatomical knowledge in order to draw the muscle shapes in the exact way. But if you're not that skilled at drawing anatomy like me, what you can do is simply follow these contour lines. The big caveat to this approach is that you have to really be disciplined about looking closely at the shapes. You can't just assume that the arm or the torso is the shape that you have in your head from looking at examples of anatomy. You need to really be sure that you're looking at the model and check the shapes on the model first. But that's why I find using contour lines so helpful. Contour line or observation-based drawing can be much more truthful than an assumed idea of what the anatomy is. So as I said, my focus on this channel is firmly on observing and mark making. And yes, you'll hear people saying that that's not right. You have to know anatomy first before you know what to look for. But that's not the way that I developed my drawing. I learned all about anatomy through focusing on observation and getting more confident in using anything as a drawing tool. When I started out learning figure drawing, the very first exercise we were taught was contour drawing. Contour drawing will train you to trust what your eyes see. The second technique that we were taught was gesture drawing, and gesture is going to train you to trust what you feel. I personally don't think that learning anatomy first is going to make you better at drawing. Eventually, you're going to have to learn to draw, and you'll only get better at drawing through drawing. So the reason that I'm so passionate about teaching this approach is because I think there already is a wealth of knowledge out there about how to draw a structured, proportioned figure. But there's not a lot of information for people about how to work with gesture drawing or contour drawing as specific techniques that will make powerfully expressive and unique drawings. For example, in his book, The Natural Way to Draw, Nicolaides says it's easy to draw a diagram of the figure, but a diagram is like showing someone a map when you could take them on a journey. And so that's what I want to teach you, is how to treat your drawing like a journey. Another reason that I'm really passionate about teaching you how to draw from observation and how to develop your expressive mark making is because if you rely on strong observation and if you can feel confident in drawing what you see, it means that you can draw anything. If you're faced with something as complex or as complicated as the figure, then you don't have to think about, oh, I have to break this down into boxes and ovals. You don't have to rely on simplifying it. You can just simply draw what you see. And that's such a confident and powerful place to get to in your work. And the thing is that it's right within reach for you right now. You don't need any prerequisites. You don't need to have achieved anything else first in order to start doing this. This is an approach that you can start to develop for yourself right now. And lastly, the third reason why I'm so passionate about this approach is because it can suit everyone. If you're someone who actually does need to know how to draw the figure in a perfect anatomical structural sense, or if you're someone who just prefers drawing atelier style or photorealist drawings, then learning gesture drawing and contour drawing is actually going to be a fantastic counterbalance to your more rigorous academic approach. And I think it'll help you to approach your own drawing with a sense of nuance. I think of them both as being two sides of the same coin. You can achieve a fully rounded skill set if you combine expressive drawing with structured and detailed drawing. I will say though that most people actually find that relying on drawing what they see rather than simplifying what they see frees them up to draw in a much more natural and much more expressive way. Plus, this way of drawing allows you to just enjoy the process. You can enjoy looking and investigating your subject more. You can find out more than you previously knew because you're not assuming to know what's there. And you can enjoy your materials and really push your materials to see how many dynamic marks you can get. You can just enjoy drawing. You're released from having to think continuously about whether or not this is going to look right compared to a photo. Okay, so that's my advice for you today. Start to rely more on how you look. Start to focus on looking more than analyzing, and just let your eyes guide your pencil or your charcoal. I think you'll be amazed at the results. Let me know how you get on. Please drop me a comment below. Let me know if this changes your drawings in any way. And if you post any of your drawings, tag me on Instagram. I'd love to follow you and see your work. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. As always, give it a like and definitely subscribe if you haven't already so that we can stay in touch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.